world is not short of beautiful places, but some places don't just look beautiful, they break your sense of reality. Landscapes where rivers vanish into sand, where mountains glow like fire, and where the earth itself seems to open and reveal its inner soul. These are not scenes from science fiction. They are real. They exist right now on this planet. Tonight, we're not counting destinations. We're stepping into 20 natural wonders that feel unreal. Places so powerful, so ancient, and so unexpected. They remind us that nature doesn't just follow rules, it rewrites them. Carving a massive 80-mile chasm between Oregon and Washington, the Columbia River Gorge is a monument to cataclysmic power. Around 15,000 years ago, colossal Ice Age floods scoured this landscape, leaving behind a dramatic canyon of sheer basalt cliffs. Here, thundering waterfalls burst from hanging valleys, and a constant mist shrouds the gorge's colossal scale, a landscape tied to the Sahaptin lore of powerful salmon spirits and watery creation. Deep in the Karakoram Mountains, the Hunza Valley looks like a mirage. Turquoise rivers, colored by fine glacial silt, cut through terraced apricot orchards, all set against a backdrop of 25,000-foot peaks. The immense force of plate tectonics pushed these mountains to the sky, creating a landscape so serene it feels like a real-life Shangri-La. The local Burusho people revere this place, where the crisp, apricot-scented air seems to slow down time itself. Tayrona National Park is where the jungle crashes into the sea. Along the Caribbean coast, enormous, ancient boulders are balanced impossibly on the sand, remnants of tectonic uplift. The park blends these surreal shores with jungle-draped mountains and the ruins of a lost civilization. Following the ancient trails reveals a world steeped in Tayrona cosmology, where the crashing waves and silent forests amplify the sacred bond between the mountains and the sea. In a remote Utah valley, a silent army of stone figures stands watch. This is Goblin Valley, home to thousands of mushroom-shaped hoodoos, eroded from sandstone over millions of years. These whimsical, almost cartoonish formations create a landscape that truly feels like another planet. As twilight falls, the goblins glow, and the alien feeling is magnified under a sky full of brilliant stars, evoking old tales of earth spirits frozen in time. Soaring over 12,000 feet into the sky, Aoraki, or Mount Cook, is an alpine dagger that pierces the heavens. It is the heart of a landscape sculpted by the last ice age, feeding glaciers that carve out immense valleys. Below its summit, Muller Lake shimmers with an impossible turquoise hue, a result of finely crushed rock suspended in the water. For the Maori people, this mountain is a sacred ancestor, and as you walk the Hooker Valley track, you can feel that blend of raw geology and ancient myth in the vast silence. Imagine walking on the Earth's mantle. In Grossmorn National Park, you can. The tablelands are a vast, rust-red slab of our planet's interior, thrust to the surface during a tectonic collision hundreds of millions of years ago. This barren, almost toxic soil creates an eerie, otherworldly landscape where life struggles to take hold. Set against deep, water-filled fjords, the sheer scale and color of this geological wonder feel profoundly alien. Canyon de Shelly is a living monument, where sheer sandstone cliffs rise like silent guardians over a sacred history. For over 5,000 years, this canyon has been a home, and the stories of its people are etched into the rock as petroglyphs. Ruins are tucked into cliffside alcoves, while wind has sculpted the canyon walls into elegant spires. At its heart stands Spider Rock, a 750-foot monolith that anchors Navajo creation stories, its immense scale bending our perception of time. In British Columbia, Garibaldi Provincial Park explodes with some of the most vivid colors in nature. Here, turquoise glacier lakes, like the famous Garibaldi Lake, sit in stunning contrast to black volcanic peaks. The unreal blues are created by rock flour filtering through subglacial melt, a process that saturates the water with color and alters our perception of light. Hiking through wildflower meadows to the base of a volcano, you're immersed in a landscape revered in First Nations lore as a realm of powerful spirits. "270 million years ago, this land was a shallow sea. Today, in China's Yunnan province, it has become the Stone Forest, a limestone labyrinth of towering karst spires that look like a petrified woodland. Uplift and erosion sculpted this incredible landscape, where a misty silence can warp your sense of scale and direction. For the local Yi people, these pillars are the stone guardians of a figure from folklore, transforming this geological wonder into a vertical jungle of illusion. To walk through the beastly Badlands is to step onto the moon. Here, millions of years of wind and water have sculpted a surreal, alien landscape from colorful clays and shale. Bizarre hoodoos, petrified logs, and formations that look like wings and cracked eggs litter the terrain. In the profound silence of this Badland void, even a short hike reveals a world of deep time, where the immense reality-warping scale makes any visitor feel humbled. At a place called Island in the Sky in Utah's Canyonlands, the world seems to fall away into infinity. From this massive mesa, you can gaze down into a surreal maze of canyons carved by the Colorado and Green Rivers. Millions of years of geology have exposed a stark white rim of sandstone, creating a breathtaking contrast against the red rock below. Framing this abyss, the famous Mesa Arch creates a perfect window into a landscape that feels like the spirit worlds of the ancient Anasazi. The Serengeti isn't just a place, it's a pulse, a rhythm of life on a scale that defies the modern world. It is the planet's greatest migration corridor, where 1.5 million wildebeest and hundreds of thousands of other animals thunder across endless plains. This epic cycle, triggered by seasonal rains, carves the very landscape itself. The vast silence, broken only by the sound of hooves, evokes a timeless drama of survival that feels primal and profound. Deeper, quieter, and far more isolated than the famous Milford Sound, Doubtful Sound is a fjord of profound tranquility. Its mirrored black waters are ringed by rainforest-draped cliffs that rise 1,500 feet, laced with silent, cascading waterfalls. Carved by glaciers during the Ice Age, this immense sound feels utterly remote. An overnight cruise might reveal the ghostly shimmer of bioluminescence or rare dolphins, connecting visitors to ancient Maori mythology of a world born from a watery void. Prepare to feel as if you've floated into another world. Zhangjiajie in China is home to over 3,000 quartzite sandstone pillars, some rising hundreds of feet into the air. Shrouded in mist, these pillars famously inspired the floating mountains in the movie Avatar. "200 million years of natural erosion created these gravity-defying needles. And riding a cable car through the fog feels like piercing the clouds to enter a timeless, mythical realm. Isolated for tens of millions of years, Socotra Island is a testament to nature's bizarre creativity. Often called the Galapagos of the Indian Ocean, its alien plateaus are home to the otherworldly dragon's blood trees, whose umbrella-like canopies create a surreal silhouette. The vast majority of its species are found nowhere else on Earth. Amid limestone pinnacles and a resinous silence, this island, held sacred in Bedouin lore as a land of genies, feels like a separate, forgotten world. In the heart of the arid Kalahari, a miracle unfolds every year. The Okavango Delta is a desert that floods, transforming into a lush paradise. Annual rains from Angola swell into a maze of channels, lagoons, and islands, creating a rare inland delta that evaporates instead of reaching the sea. Gliding through its waterways in a traditional canoe reveals a world teeming with life. It's a watery mirage where the lines between desert and oasis are beautifully blurred. Welcome to the hottest place on Earth. The Danakil Depression is a landscape forged in geological violence, where 3 tectonic plates are tearing themselves apart. This is a true vision of hell on Earth, with neon-colored acid pools, sulfurous hot springs, and one of the world's few permanent lava lakes. Yet, amidst this brutal environment, Afar nomads lead camel caravans across vast salt flats, their endurance a testament to survival in a place where a new ocean is literally being born. Stretching for nearly 4,000 square miles, Salar de Uyuni is the world's largest salt flat, a prehistoric lakebed that has become a canvas for the sky. During the wet season, a thin layer of water transforms the salt into a perfect, unbroken mirror, yet dissolving the horizon and creating one of the most surreal spectacles on the planet. The vast expanse of hexagonal salt tiles and the sheer, infinite reflection create a void where reality itself seems to bend. Inside the summit crater of the active volcano Mount Nyiragongo lies a site of pure, liquid fire. It hosts one of the world's largest and most active lava lakes, a vast, churning cauldron of molten rock. At night, its otherworldly red glow is visible for miles, a permanent fire burning in the sky. For those who make the strenuous hike to its rim, the sight of this elemental force, tied to local myths of sacred fire, is a perception-altering experience of Earth's raw power. Our final wonder is a lake that simply shouldn't exist. Off the coast of Western Australia lies Lake Hillier, a body of water that glows a vibrant, bubblegum pink. This unreal inland sea is separated from the deep blue ocean by just a thin strip of white sand and dense forest. Scientists believe its color comes from a high salt concentration and the presence of microorganisms like the alga Dunaliella salina and bacteria such as Salinibacter ruber, which produce protective color pigments. From the air, the sight is so shocking it warps your perception of color, a silent, brilliant hue that feels completely, beautifully unreal. Our world is a place of profound mystery and breathtaking beauty. These 20 wonders are more than just destinations. They are reminders that nature is the ultimate artist, creating landscapes that defy our expectations and ignite our sense of wonder. They prove that on this planet, the line between the real and the dream is finer than we could ever imagine. From a fiery volcano to a pink lake, our planet is filled with wonders that challenge the imagination. Which of these unreal places would you most want to visit? Let us know in the comments. And if you enjoyed this journey to the world's most surreal destinations, don't forget to like and subscribe for more adventures into the extraordinary.